Hello everyone, this is Simon here again, and if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Or if you've been following me, thank you so much and welcome back again. And today's topic is about my view on the current situation of the world and the current situation of the world of the COVID-19, and also the current situation of my country, Myanmar, the political situation. Uh, Both of these made me really sad to see. It really made me sad. It really made me bad to see all these things, and it really actually makes me worried about the future of our world and of where we are going uh, as a society. And I would like to share my view on this in this video. Actually, personally, I have difficulties myself at the moment of being codependent because of this. I have a host of many problems, and I've lost my sense of self. I've lost my self-esteem, and also it makes me anxious, and sometimes I have difficulties falling asleep. And in worst case scenario, I've seen that it can even make me depressed. And yeah, also also I've lost my sense of happiness, and also lost joy, uh, and and also I go through all these difficulties, not being able to live in a very warm, kind-hearted, caring, supportive, and loving environment. But it's not anyone's fault, but it all comes from our childhoods. And I've learned that with the dynamic of this codependency and narcissism, it's really sad and it's really bad, and actually it's very huge and deep rooted, the problem. And the sad thing is, for the narcissistic person, it's really hard to heal, and actually it's nearly impossible, because sometimes they don't even know that they have that problem even. uh, but for the codependent person, that person can heal. So because of the difficulties in childhood, the problem is really deep, and that person having narcissistic traits cannot even heal uh, for the rest of his life maybe. And this will cause problems when he get married and when he has children, because his spouse will go through difficulties. And also the children might even become narcissistic from from one of his parents. And if the spouse cannot handle the narcissistic person, they might even get divorced, and the children will go through so many difficulties and pain and trauma, and there's so many difficulties which can be the result of the problems in the childhood. And I really believe, because of all these problems, I really believe we all have to heal our childhood pain and trauma. And I think many people in the world have these problems and issues deep inside. And maybe some people talk about it, but some people don't. And but some people might not have a problem this deep, and they might not be narcissistic or codependent, but still they have pain and trauma from childhood. So I believe that we all have to heal on an individual level. And also I believe that we have to take care of our mental, emotional, or physical, spiritual, and financial needs, and become independent, so that we can become a healthy and a whole human being, and we won't be dependent on any other things for all our needs. And because if we are not independent on our own, we'll be dependent. If we are not independent on our own through natural and healthy ways, we will be depending on others. We'll be depending maybe on other people for our emotional needs, or maybe we'll be depending on pharmaceutical companies for our health, or maybe we'll be depending on schools and universities for our knowledge, for what we know, for our knowledge about what's happening in the world. And I think it's cool, but it's good, but I think it's becoming very dangerous these days to rely on any institution or any people for our independence. And I believe that we have to go back to the nature, because only nature and natural ways can make us healthy, not the TVs or not our phones or not Facebook or not medicines or not junk food. And another thing I've seen in the society, which is really causing problems, is about pursuing a lot of money, fame, and status in our society. And yeah, I think all of us are doing these things because we have been programmed uh, to us through social media, through TVs, through movies, and through advertisements, and also by seeing other people. And because of all this programming, we've been pursuing all these things. And I think, in my opinion, we have been misled. And actually, because of all this programming from outside, external things, we have been pursuing wrong things. And because of all this, it's creating a lot of problems in the society. And the only people who are profiting from this is people who sold this idea of pursuing money, fame, and status. They're making a lot of money from this, but all other people are suffering, because when we just pursue this and when we don't take care of other things, our children, especially when they are young, they will suffer, because we will not be able to give them time and the emotional support that they need, and to give them a healthy sense of self when they are young, so that they will grow up as a healthy adult. And because of all these things, will not be able to take care of other things as well, will become very selfish, will not care about other people anymore, and will not have the time to take care of our family needs, others, and also give time to having friendships, physically seeing our friends outside, and not just texting through Facebook Messenger or something like that. And yeah, actually the problems are quite deep, and because of this, this can also lead to children, people being addicted to different things, because the children are not being raised up in a healthy way, not giving them the emotional support that they need, not mirroring their emotions, their weakness, their vulnerabilities, and not giving them a sense of healthy self, and not giving them a healthy sense of self. They'll become addicted to maybe drugs, maybe alcohol, maybe they'll be addicted to games, or maybe they'll be addicted to watching a lot of movies, binge watching movies, or watching sports, or going out, hanging out with friends, partying, or yeah, they'll be addicted to all these things outside themselves, and they'll be addicted to having going through different relationships, just to numb the pain that they have inside, the pain and the hurt that they got from their childhood, because their needs were not met. And because of having all this pain and hurt inside, they will not be able to contain within themselves as well, and they will hurt other people around them, their family, their friends, because they can't contain the hurt inside anymore. And all because of their difficult childhood, it creates lots of problems and chaos. They will hurt other people around, and it will not be healthy, and it will not create a healthy family, a healthy friendships, or a healthy society, because of all these things. And also, I've come to understand that quite a number of rich people also suffer many uh, things inside their family, but from the outside they will look like everything is fine. They're living in very big houses, they are driving very cool cars, but inside their family dynamic, they have this codependency and narcissistic dynamic, and because of all this, they have many chaos, many pain and hurt inside the family. The environment will not be very warm, not it will not be very loving, very kind, very caring, and they will not support each other in pursuing their dreams, and it's not a very healthy environment to live. And they'll live a low quality of life. They will not be very happy, not very joyful, not they will not live a fulfilling life. So yeah, actually it's very sad to see all these things uh, in the society and in all the people around. And but the thing is, I've learned that people before us, they were not, people before us, long before, they were not very rich, but they live a happy, fulfilling, joyful lives, even though they didn't have computers, smartphones, 5G mobile networks, iPads, or electric cars. They live a very high quality of life, uh, because uh, they care about each other. They're very loving. They're very kind, and the environment in the family is very warm. The relationships are very warm. But now uh, we are in all these chaos in our society. In our society, in the world, there's a lot of pain, trauma, hurt. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred, a lot of arguments. Um, a lot of fights and a lot of health problems, a lot of wars happening, and also a lot of people dying because of suicide, and also a lot of problems within the family, a lot of problems within teenagers. They have problems. Parents cannot uh, control their teenagers anymore. They don't listen to them, and all these kind of chaos and problems in our society. And I think there's definitely something wrong with us. There's definitely something wrong with our society because of all these things happening. And yeah, our quality of, and I believe our quality of life is not just money, fame, or status, as I've said. And I truly believe our real quality of life and the greatness we all have is about the purpose, about the peace, about joy, about kindness, about caring, and about how happy we all are as human beings. And I believe we need to find the root cause of all these problems all together, and we need to solve this. We need to solve this by being independent and by taking care of all our needs, as I've said, all our mental, emotional, physical, uh, spiritual, all these financial, all the needs that we have on our own, and not dependent on outside things, outside people, outside institutions, outside schools or universities. Because I believe in this day and age, it's not safe. It's even dangerous to be relying on all these kind of people, things, institutes, organizations for our own independence and for our own well-being and our health, and to become whole on ourselves. And yeah, I think only this way we will be able to get our freedom and liberation from this vicious cycle of chaos, pain, trauma, and all these problems in our society, and to be able to live in a new healthy world. So I hope that I was able to explain my opinion properly in this video about the current situation. And if you have any ideas that you'd like to add, please comment down below. And if you like this video, please like and share. And I hope you all are safe, peaceful, and healthy. And thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great week. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.